It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. I'm Michael Groff. Very active weather pattern today with a huge winter storm moving through the southwest states. Wind, rain, and colder temperatures coming on in here. But by tomorrow for Christmas Day, everything looks to calm down. We'll have a dry but chilly day. And then a warming trend coming up for much of next week with a little bit of forecast uncertainty toward the end of the week just for good measure. So let us discuss as we look outside this morning. Mostly cloudy skies here in the valley right now. This was the view earlier this morning around sunrise from Camelback Mountain. And right now at 8:15 a.m., sitting at 54 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew point at 48, relative humidity 82%. The winds for the moment are light and the barometer 29.79 inches and steady. Temperatures across south central Arizona and around the metro area right now, primarily in the upper 40s to mid 50s. And there comes the front, the big winter storm across the southwest states for rain over Southern California through Nevada. A little bit of rain and snow in northern Arizona. We see that on radar right now. There's some snow up around Flagstaff, but big rains from Yuma up toward Quartzsite, Parker, Lake Havasu City, and points west. There's some light to moderate rain, even a few embedded heavier showers, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. On the watch warning map, wind advisories across much of the southwest. We've got winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings for northern Arizona, and as well as across much of the west. See, this map is just lit up like crazy. Dense fog advisories, the problem for much of the central part of the country. North toward Minnesota, that is a freezing rain advisory for places like Minneapolis, Rochester, Redwood Falls, Minnesota. Just northwest of the Twin Cities up towards St. Cloud and Brainerd, that is an ice storm warning. And then back in the Dakotas, a blizzard warning. They're expecting a big blizzard up there just in time for Christmas Day. On the convective outlook, thunder possible here over Arizona today with a marginal risk of severe weather for the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. Tomorrow on Christmas Day, there's a slight risk of severe weather for places like Wichita, Topeka, up toward Lincoln, Nebraska. A marginal risk of severe weather for Oklahoma City, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Joplin, up toward Kansas City, and even as far north as Omaha. All right, let's talk about our weather and get into these details a little bit more as we look at the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. There's that very cold upper trough moving on into the state this afternoon. There's the 540 line over western Arizona. Atmospheric heights over Arizona will be lower today than they are over North Dakota. That's kind of interesting. But what it all means is a front, a big cold front moving on into the state this afternoon. Moderate to embedded heavy showers will move through south central Arizona, including Phoenix, through the early and mid-afternoon hours today. This is the high-res HRR, the HRRR model today at noon, and you can see it starts to depict some isolated showers in here. And I think all through the morning hours, isolated rain showers are possible just about anywhere. But the main threat for precipitation should be in a window from about noon till 6 p.m. today here in the valley. Around that time, winds are going to start to increase through the morning hours. They'll really get going around noon or 1 o'clock today with south to southwesterly winds increasing to 20 to 30 miles per hour with some gusts over 40, maybe even a gust or two to 50 miles per hour. Isolated thunderstorms can't be ruled out, although that's not going to be a huge threat, but could get under one of those. And these storms are even capable of producing a little bit of small hail with the very cold air aloft. Would not really count that as a huge threat either, but don't be surprised. But that's going to be a very brief window. Heavy rain, yes, but only in a very brief window. I think the heaviest precipitation actually probably occurs between 2 and 4 p.m. today. And then this is the HRRR at 6 p.m. tonight. This suggests that the rain will be over. And I think there could still be some isolated showers through the rest of the evening hours. So don't be surprised if even after 7, 8, 9 p.m., there is an isolated shower here someplace. But again, they'll be very widely spaced. All right, this is the HRRR, the mediagram for today, and it pretty much just shows you where our temperatures and precipitation is going to go. Look at this. The high, at least off of the HRRR, occurs at 1 p.m. today. We'll be up to around 60, and then temperatures just plummet into the afternoon. By 6 p.m., we're down in the upper 40s. And this suggests rainfall amounts around 0.3 of an inch. Let's look at the GFS. It has rainfall amounts anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, maybe even a little bit more in the mountains north and east of Phoenix. Truth probably somewhere in between. So we'll say for today, showers increasing through the day, isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon, locally heavy rain possible, highs in the low 60s, and rainfall amounts 1 to 2/3 of an inch. This is not going to be a long, sustained heavy rain event because the system is moving so quickly. By tonight, it's really mostly out of here. By midnight, temperatures really plummet. We're down in the 30s to low 40s overnight. Tomorrow for Christmas Day across the country, well, we are dry here in Phoenix, but still some lingering rain and snow showers over eastern Arizona. We'll have a chilly day. High temps tomorrow, mainly in the low 50s. Big surface low heading out into the plains. If you're south and east of that, places like Wichita, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, big storms possible. North of that, up toward the Dakotas, it's a blizzard for Rapid City, Bismarck, Williston, North Dakota, Grand Forks, Crookston, those kind of places. Minneapolis, freezing rain. So it's a mess for the nation's heartland. Monday, well, we see a low cutting off from the main flow well off the Baja coast, and we're going to watch that feature next week with great intent, but it looks like not really going to affect us in the early part of the week. We'll have a warming trend with weak high pressure building in. High temps upper 50s to low 60s for Monday. Tuesday, we're in the mid to upper 60s. Wednesday, upper 60s to near 70. Then on Thursday, the latest run here suggests that the low will start to move onshore a little bit further north than previously advertised, perhaps over central and northern Arizona ultimately. So some rain possible over southern Arizona. I'm not real sure I'm ready to go with that solution. For now, we'll say partly sunny, a slight chance of showers late in the day on Thursday, but don't count on it. High temps still in the upper 60s to near 70. Friday, again, maybe some showers here in the valley, but very small chance, I'd say right now. Maybe a 10, 20% chance. High temps, mid to upper 60s. This is a week from today. New Year's Eve, Saturday, December 31st, the last day of 2016. Another short wave headed our way, but this is, again, an inside slider type system, not going to really produce much in the way of precipitation. Temps would cool off a bit, probably down to the low or middle 60s. And then this is New Year's Day, Sunday, January 1st, 2017. Dry northwesterly flow here to kick off the new year. High temps near seasonal, mid to possibly upper 60s. And then this is the end of the forecast period. Monday, January 2nd. And this suggests a mean flow coming straight out of central Alaska, right down the west coast of North America. So temperatures would be at maybe slightly below seasonal averages, low to mid 60s here in the valley. And speaking of those temperatures, let's look at those off the GFS ensemble. Much warmer this week. We'll be getting up toward the 70-degree mark. And look at those overnight lows. But I'll show you the European as well because temperatures are a little bit suspect this week. There's a couple of different factors to consider here. Truth is probably somewhere between these two. The European has tended to be much cooler this season. So high temps would only be in the mid-60s, but either way, that's pretty close to climatology. Not too drastic of a temperature change. All right, and that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is back here tomorrow morning. We'll have a very abbreviated Christmas Day video, and then we'll be back to normal on Monday, the 26th. Anyway, if I don't see you then, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season, be safe, and have a great Saturday.